Hey, Gary Baker here with PublisherReport.com. In today's quick video, I want to walk you through 3 ways that don't require Photoshop to design and create a cover for your book that you're going to publish on Amazon KDP. Simple fact is, when you create a book, you need to make sure that you have a good cover because your book is going to be judged and purchased based first on the way your cover looks. So here we are on Amazon. Of course, books on Amazon, if you go through here, you'll see the types of covers. And of course, you need to take time to look at the covers inside of the niche or the genre for the book that you're building. And you need to emulate, or you need to match and make your cover as good, if not better, than what is selling. Just like the ones you see right there on the screen, you need to look at them and say, can I create this myself? And if you want to give it a shot, I'm going to show you 2 ways to do that. And then if you try and you don't like what you design, then I'm going to show you a great place to actually go and get some help and get a cover design for you. So with that, let's jump into the first way where we can actually get started creating and designing our own cover. And that first way is with Canva. So when you're on Canva, you'll go to create a new design. Of course, you don't have an account. You can create a free account on Canva. And you come in and you're going to create or select custom dimensions. Now, where do you get these dimensions for your design? You simply get those from Amazon. Amazon provides a book cover template. To find that book cover template, simply just go to Google and type in Amazon KDP cover template. There'll be a link to kdp.amazon.com for cover templates. Select that link. It'll take you over to their website and you can select your trim size. In this case, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and go with 8.5 by 11. And you select that option right here, 8.5 by 11. Of course, you need to know your page count, how many pages are going to be in your book. Select that. Typically, you go with white paper. You do have other options, and it will change this sizing. So go ahead and click Download Cover Template. That will download a zip file like you see right here, book cover 8_5 by 11_ black and white 130.zip. Go ahead and open that zip file. When you do that, you'll have a folder. Go ahead and inside that folder, when you look inside, you'll see a PDF and a PNG. Now there's a couple different options here when you're talking about the dimensions that you can use inside of Canva. Of course, the PNG will give you the dimensions. If you right click on that, I'm on a Mac and I go to Get Info. You could probably do the same thing on Windows under Properties. Click on Get Info and you're going to see some dimensions here. And these are the pixel dimensions that you can use inside of your Canva custom dimensions. You can also open the PDF right here. If you open the PDF in Adobe Acrobat Reader, it'll open it up and then you can get some dimensions here by going to Document Properties. And that'll show you the page size, which is 17.54 times 11.25 in inches. And typically that's the format that I like to work in when designing a complete full cover inside of Canva. So go ahead, write those down, copy them, memorize them, and then go back to Canva. Then when you're in Canva, again, create design, custom dimensions. Go ahead and enter those dimensions, 17.54 by 11.25, of course, for this cover that we're creating, which is an 8.5 by 11, which if you're talking about an 8.5 by 11 book, it's about this size or exactly this size because this is an 8.5 by 11. So how do you get that cover template up? And how do you use it once you're inside of Canva? Because the cover template not only gives you the dimensions, it shows you where and where you can't put text because it will get cut off when the cover is printed and actually cut to create the book. You'll go ahead and you'll go to Uploads and you'll upload that file. One thing that will happen when you go and you try to upload this to Canva, when you upload the PNG, you will get an error because the file is too big. I believe this is a limitation of a free account. This may not happen if you have a paid account, and you'll see that it has to be less than 25 megabits. So you just say, okay, got it. And then what you can do is you can simply go to a service like Cloudvert or any other conversion website, or if you have a tool to do this on your computer, and you can convert it to a JPEG, which is going to compress it and make it a smaller image. Then go back to Canva, go ahead and click Upload, upload from your device, and then upload that converted image that you've compressed. In this case, it is a JPEG. We'll go ahead and open that, and you can see that I've already uploaded that once before, but we'll upload it again for this video, and you're going to see it's going to upload, and after it uploads, you simply just select it. That will add it to your canvas right here in Canva, and you simply just snap that to the grid. And now what you've done is you've created a canvas here that you're going to work on, and you can see these red lines inside here for the front cover and the back cover and this barcode location. Take note on this barcode location, just like this book right here, the barcode shows up down here. So if you put anything down here in that yellow box that you see on the screen, it will also show up like this, and the barcode will cover whatever you put there. So don't put anything in that lower corner. Again, that's this yellow barcode right here. Now, when you're working with this in Canva, what you can do is you can click on this transparency option, and you can make this a little more transparent to work, but you can still see it. And then when you start adding text or images, then you know exactly where the words are going to get cut off, or the images, when you put them on your cover. So we'll go ahead and we'll select that. And then a quick way to do this is just grab a template if you like it, and you could just select the front template right here. You can go ahead and download this. Now you're going to see that this requires Pro, and it requires Pro because you need to pay for these images. So if you just like this design and you want to get rid of it and download it for free, you can go ahead and get rid of that. And let's say you want to change this text. But let's say you want to change this text, and you say, okay, change text, and this is your book cover, but you don't like the options that you have here in the free account for fonts. What you can do is you can go over to Creative Fabrica and you can download a font. As an example, here on Creative Fabrica, there's a font called the Golden Roasted that I've downloaded that I like. And once you download this font, you can upload it to Canva. But that means you have to have a Pro account or an upgraded account in Canva, and you need another option. I've made a video, and there's a link in the description on how to do this with BookBolt, but in this video, I'm going to show you that you can use this font inside of PowerPoint, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So what you can do is you can simply go ahead and you can delete this text because you don't want it. You're going to create the text in PowerPoint because you can upload the font that you downloaded from Creative Fabrica. So you'll go ahead and you'll download this image right here. There's plenty of options here, PDF, print, PNG. You can just download it as an image, as a PNG, click download, and then that will download, as you can see right here, change text.png. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up PowerPoint. Then when you open up PowerPoint, of course, this is on a Mac again. If you're on Windows, it will open it up a little differently, and you just create a new presentation. That will open up the presentation, and inside of PowerPoint, what you want to do is you want to work under Design, Slide Size, and here is your page setup, and you're going to be working off those same dimensions that we mentioned just like in Canva. Once you have those dimensions from your KDP template, then you're going to set those dimensions right here to make sure your width and your height are what you need them to be when you save this as a PDF. So in this case, we'll go and we'll insert the picture that we downloaded right here by going File from Picture or Picture from File. And you'll see that we'll upload the change text. And now we have that cover that we created in Canva using their templates. And of course, anything else, other elements that we added from Canva would be in that PNG. So then we'll just make this smaller for right now, because what I want to focus on is the text. And right here, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that change text right here. And I want to show you that what I have here is the Golden Roasted. And when I hit the Golden Roasted, you can see that now I can change that font right here, as well as make it bigger. And of course, I could change the color of the font. And then what's going to happen is I can then take this and make this the cover of this image, lay this in here on the edges, and then of course I can send this to the back. That will bring my font right there into play that I created called the Golden Roasted. Of course, I could delete this. And then what you've done is you've combined the power of Canva and PowerPoint and the ability to download fonts from Creative Fabrica. Of course, you have to pay for the fonts from Creative Fabrica, but once you do that, you can upload those or you can install those on your computer. Of course, that video shows you how to do that for BookBolt, which is another option, a bonus option, not one of the three options that I'm talking about here. The first two options I've talked about are Canva and PowerPoint, and I've combined them together to create what you see here. And of course, at this point, you would just come into PowerPoint and export that as a PDF. And then when you export that as a PDF, that would be your cover. Again, make sure that your text and your images don't overlap inside of that KDP book cover template. Of course, if you wanted to check that, you could go back to pictures, picture from file, go to that folder where you have that PNG with the cover template, load that up right there, and then you can see right here when you put that cover template inside and you get it lined up inside the box here inside of PowerPoint on your canvas and locked in, snapped into the grid. What you can do here is you can work on this as well with the transparency. You can make this a little more transparent, and then you can see that grid. Obviously, the text that I created just in the middle of the page is not the way to go. You'd want to change this text and move it over to the back or to the front of the cover to make sure that it's not in that red area that's going to get cut off. Or when the book is created, the book is actually going to fold and you're going to have your spine. So you want to make sure that the text is on the back and the text is on the front. That's supposed to be on the front and the back as you need it or as you want it to look. Okay, so that's how that works. And then you just export that as a PDF. And then you're ready to upload your cover into KDP when you create your book. So let's go back to Amazon real quick and just take a look at some of these book covers. And again, realize that is our creation something that is going to compete? Meaning, does it look as good or better than what we see here on Amazon when we create our book, when we're comparing it with our competition? If it doesn't, and you tried your best, then that is when you as a creator need to say, okay, I tried my best, but let's see if someone can do something better, because I'm in this business to make money, and to make money, sometimes you got to spend a little bit of money to get people to help you do the things that you can't necessarily do yourself. So the third option that doesn't require any Photoshop to create a cover is to simply go to Fiverr.com. And inside of Fiverr.com, you'll just look for KDP book cover. And what you'll do is you'll go in here and you'll do your research by looking at the designers and their reviews and their covers. And then you'll simply just pick one. For example, you'll click on this one right here. Then you'll take a look at the covers they've created and some of their samples right here. And then what you can do is you can simply go down here, read the reviews, make sure you understand the gig, make sure that you understand what they need. And then you can also just click contact seller and you can send them a message and just simply start a conversation with them and move forward with hiring them to create a cover. And you can see their prices here. Make sure that you get what you want to include the source file, and you're well on your way to creating covers that compete with the covers that you see when you scroll through Amazon and you're doing your research for your book inside of your niche, again, or your genre. And those are the three ways that you can create and design book covers that are going to compete with the other covers on Amazon for your Amazon KDP books. If this video was helpful, give me a thumbs up, typewriter right here, click that typewriter, subscribe to the channel for more awesome videos, just like the ones you see right here. Click those, keep watching, and I'll talk to you later.